Hello and welcome, my dear students. In the last video, we were discussing about balancing redox reactions. In the balancing redox reactions, there are two types of balancing methods are there. One is by oxidation number method, another one is ion electron method or half reaction method. Okay, so the first type we are going to discuss here, that is oxidation number method. So in the oxidation number methods, there are 7 steps are there, 7 or 8 steps are there. So you have to follow these 8 steps to balance the chemical reactions. So first step, that is assign oxidation number to the atoms. So one equation will be given. In the equation, you have to assign oxidation number to all the atoms. You know how to assign oxidation numbers. Second step, identify which atoms change in oxidation number. You have to identify what are the atoms changes in their oxidation number. Third step, balance number of atoms that change in oxidation number. So in the third step, you have to balance only that atoms that change in oxidation number. That I will explain, don't worry, while balancing the equations. Then step 4, total change in oxidation number for oxidation and reductions. So here you have to calculate for the total number of atoms. Then fifth step, check total increase in oxidation to the total decrease by multiplying appropriate factors. So you have to multiply to balance the numbers. This also I will explain. Step 6, balance other elements other than oxygen and hydrogen. So here already you have balanced that change in oxidation number atoms. Then after that you have to balance that atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. Then step 7, you have to balance hydrogen and oxygen. Then step 8, check everything is balanced. So we will see one examples. That example is given in your textbook, right? Now see here, this is the given equation, that is FeSO4 plus KmNO4 plus H2SO4 gives Fe2SO4 thrice plus MnSO4 plus K2SO4 plus H2O. Now here you are going to assign oxidation number for all the atoms. See, in the FeSO4 there are 3 types of atoms are there. One is Fe, then S, another one is O. So for Fe, the oxidation number, that is plus 2. Here oxygen, that is minus 8. So sulfur, it will come plus 6. You can calculate. So in the last video also I explained about that. Because why here 8 comes? Because oxygen has the oxidation number, that is minus 2. So there are 4 atoms. So 4 into minus 2, minus 8. So subtract minus 8 and plus 2, you will get plus 6 for sulfur. Then here KMnO4, potassium, that is always plus 1. Oxygen minus 8. So minus 8 plus 1 plus 7. Then H2SO4 always plus 2. Sorry, hydrogen, that is plus 1. Here 2 hydrogen atoms, so plus 2. Sulfur, here it will come plus 6. Oxygen minus 8. You can calculate. Okay. Then Fe2SO4 thrice. So for SO4 sulfate, here this type of compound comes, you can take this compound separately, that is minus 2. Sulfate SO4, that is minus 2. Here there are 3 SO4 there. So 3 into minus 2, you will get minus 6. Then here Fe2, there are 2 Fe. So here it will come plus 3 for you can calculate. So you will get Fe plus 3. So there are 2 Fe atoms. So it will come plus 6. Then MnSO4, here it will come plus 2. Then sulfur plus 6. Then oxygen minus 8. K2SO4, potassium, that is plus 1, 2 potassium atoms. So plus 2. Sulfur plus 6. Oxygen minus 8. Then H2O, this is plus 1. So 2 hydrogen atoms. So it will come plus 2. oxygen minus 2. Clear? So first step we have completed, that is assign oxidation number, we have already completed. Second one, identify the change in oxidation number. Identify the change in oxidation number. The change in oxidation number you have to calculate for single atom. This step is very careful. Calculate for single atom. Okay, single atom. This is very important. See, now you check first Fe, this reactant side plus 2, then go to product side. Here 2 Fe atom, so 1 Fe atom will get plus 3. So here plus 2, here plus 3. So ion, that oxidation number of ion has changed. So from here plus 2, here plus 3. So you have identified ion has changed its oxidation number. So this is reactant side and this is product side. Okay. So Fe equal to plus 2, that product side Fe equal to plus 3. Then sulfur you check plus 6 here, here also plus 6. There is no change in oxidation number for sulfur. Also oxygen also there is no change. Then potassium also no change here. Then manganese, check, this is plus 7 on the reactant side, check product side, this is plus 2. So the oxidation number of manganese also changed. So I wrote here manganese equal to plus 7 on the reactant side, manganese equal to plus 2 on the product side. So other atoms there is no change in their oxidation number. Clear? Now step 3, this is also very important. You have, see, in the step 2 you have identified that atoms that change in oxidation number. This is for single atom. Now you are going to balance in this equation, you are going to balance only that atom has changed its oxidation number. So ion on the reactant side, only one ion is here. Okay. Now product side, how many ions are there? There are 2 ion atoms are there. So put 2 here. So reactant side 2 ion, then product side also 2 ion. So now ion is balanced. Next, check manganese. Manganese reactant side only 1, manganese equal to 1, then product side manganese equal to 1. Okay. So here also this manganese is balanced. Clear? So now step 4. Here you are going to calculate the total change in oxidation number for the atoms. Okay. So change in, now this is reactant side and this is product side. Sorry. So the total change in oxidation number equal, here for one Fe atom, for one ion, the oxidation number is plus 2. So how many atoms are here total? 2 Fe atoms. So it will come plus 4. Okay. So plus 4. Then product side you see, total change equal, there are 2 Fe atoms here. For one Fe atom, oxidation number is plus 3. So 2 Fe it will be, so 2 Fe atom, 2 into plus 3 it will come plus 6. Here 2 into plus 2 it is plus 4. Right. Now next, for this is Fe, then this is manganese. So total change in oxidation number, that is manganese here plus 7. So only one manganese, so 1 into plus 7 equal to plus 7. Then here total change in, this is for Fe, this is manganese. Manganese total change how much? Here also only one, So 1 into plus 2 equal to plus 2. Okay. Now see the difference. Now the difference for iron Fe, here plus 4, okay, then check here, this is plus 6, okay. Now plus, so oxidation number changed from plus 4 to plus 6, so that is the increase in oxidation number. What is the difference? Plus 4, then here it changed to plus 6, so the difference is plus 2 is increased in oxidation number. Clear? Next, for manganese, what is the difference? Here plus 7 to plus 2, so that is minus 5, that is decrease in oxidation number, right? So in step 4 you have to calculate the change in oxidation number. Now we have calculated for iron, change in oxidation number is plus 2. For manganese, change in oxidation number is minus 5. The symbol is very important. Whether it is plus or minus, you have to write properly. Otherwise, you will get the mistake. Clear? Hope you understood. We will check. We will go to step 5. So now step 5. So in step 5, we are going to make equal that total increase in oxidation number to decrease in oxidation number. So here that increase in oxidation number is plus 2 and decrease in oxidation number is minus 5. So that we are going to equal by multiplying with some appropriate numbers. Okay. See. Now multiplying some numbers to make equal change in oxidation numbers. That is, decrease in oxidation number we are going to equal the increase in oxidation number. Okay. See here, that is Fe equal to plus 2 and manganese, that is minus 5. See, when we are going to make equal, how can we make equal? By multiplying some numbers. So I am going to multiply by 5, here it will come plus 10. Here I am going to multiply by 2, so it will come minus 10. Now this and this is cancelled. So the total increase in oxidation number is equal to total decrease in oxidation number. So now the oxidation number is becoming equal by multiplying some numbers. Clear? Right? So Fe you have to multiply by 5 and manganese you have to multiply by this 2. So this is the number you have to use to multiply in the equation also. So wherever Fe comes you have to use 5, wherever manganese comes you have to use 2. Okay. So I will show how to use this number to balance the equations in the next step. So this equation we got from step 3. We multiplied, so we balanced Fe and Mn in step 3. According to step 5, we have to use for Fe, that is 5, and manganese we are going to use 2. Okay, so you have to multiply this 5 here for Fe. Wherever Fe comes you have to multiply by 5, and wherever manganese comes you have to use 2. So 2 Fe I am writing here, 2 into 5, that is 10 FeSO4 plus manganese. So here manganese comes, so I am using 2. So 2KMNO4 plus H2SO4 gives, here Fe comes, so I am going to write 5 here, Fe2SO4 thrice plus 2MnSO4 plus K2SO4 plus H2O. So this is step up to here, step 5. Hope you understood. Now step 6, balance other than, now here actually in that step 5 iron manganese is balanced, clear? Here 10 Fe, here also 10 Fe, 2 manganese, here also 2 manganese. So in according to step 5 Fe and Mn is balanced. Now we are going to balance other than oxygen and hydrogen. Okay, this is step 6. So 10 Fe, what are the other elements? Sulfur is here, then potassium is here. Okay, only sulfur and potassium. So FeSO4 plus 2KMNO4 plus H2SO4 gives 5 Fe2. I am writing again the equation we got from step 5, 2 MnSO4 K2SO4 plus H2O. So here 10 sulfur is 10, here sulfur 10, then potassium 2, okay, 10 sulfur, then 2 potassium. Here you check, there are here 3 into 5, 15 sulfur, sulfur is 15, then here, sorry, 15, here 2 plus here 1, so total 15, 18 sulfur is there, right? Now potassium, there are 2 potassium, clear? Now check which is equal. Potassium is equal on the both side, whereas sulfur is not equal. Okay, so what I am going to do to balance, so remaining here total 18 here, here only 10, so put 8 here, let's see, put 8 here. Now how much comes? Now 18 sulfur, right? 10 plus 8, 18 sulfur, sulfur is balanced and potassium also balanced. Okay, so potassium sulfur is balanced on both side, clear? Now step 7, step 7, balance oxygen and hydrogen. So now write the equation, 10 FeSO4 plus 2KMNO4 plus 8 H2SO4 gives 5 Fe2SO4 thrice plus 2 manganese SO4 plus K2SO4 plus H2O, clear? Now here in this step 7, we are balancing oxygen and hydrogen. Okay, so oxygen, how many oxygens are here? Oxygen equal to 40 plus 8 plus 32. Okay, then hydrogen how many? Hydrogen 16 hydrogen. Then this side you check, oxygen here 4 into 3 12, 12 into 5 60 plus 8 plus 4 plus only 1 is here. So here total comes 48 plus 72, sorry, 48 plus 32, here 80 oxygen, 16 hydrogen. Here hydrogen is only 2 here. Okay, here only 2 here. So first I am going to make hydrogen to make balance. So here multiply I am going to by 8. So here what number will come? 16 hydrogen. Here also 16 hydrogen. So hydrogen is balanced. Now oxygen, after adding 8 here, so it will come 8. Now check. 8 plus 4 12, 12 plus 8 20, oxygen is 80. So oxygen is 80. So hydrogen, oxygen is balanced. Right? Now step 8. Check everything is balanced. Check everything balanced. Okay. See, so Fe 10 Fe here also 10 Fe. Sulfur total here 18 sulfur is here, 10 plus 8, 18 sulfur. Then oxygen 80, here also oxygen 80. Then potassium 2, here potassium 2 here. Then manganese 2, here also 2 manganese. Then oxygen here 80, 80. So hydrogen 16, here 16. So everything is balanced. So now we have balanced this redox reaction by using oxidation number. Clear? Hope you understood. I think some of you might not understand. Don't worry, I will give one more example. So I will explain the same steps how to balance it. So listen carefully. Okay. So I will give one more example how to balance the equations. That also I will take from your textbook. It is a book back question. Now this is your book back question. Question number 44. First question. Okay. K2Cr2O7 plus KiH2SO4 gives K2SO4 plus Cr2SO4 thrice plus I2 plus H2O. So balance this equation using oxidation number method. Okay. So you are going to balance this question by using oxidation number method. So step 1, you have to assign oxidation number for all the atoms. Okay. So here oxygen, that is 7, each oxygen minus 2. So 7 into 2, it will be minus 14. Okay. 7 oxygen atoms here, so minus 14. And potassium, this is plus 2 because 1 potassium is plus 1. So 2 potassium atom. So plus 2. So now subtract minus 14 and plus 2. Here it will come plus 12. Okay. Plus 12. See, actually the total compound, the oxidation number of this total compound will be 0. Okay. So for oxidation minus 14, potassium 2 potassium plus 2. So the balance plus 12. So chromium is plus 12 here. Now here this is plus 1 and this is minus 1 and this is plus 2 minus 8 because 4 oxygen. So it will come plus 6. So plus 8 minus 8, it will be 0. Then here comes, this is plus 2 and minus 8. So here plus 6. Now this sulfate, that is minus 2. So 3 sulfate ion is there. So 3 into minus 2, it will be into 3 equal minus 6. So chromium, that is plus 6. Okay. Now I2, see, whenever it is in the molecule state or individual atom, that oxidation number will be 0. This is plus 2 and this is minus 2. Clear? See, after assigning oxidation number, the total oxidation number of this compound will be equal to 0. So now step 1 is completed. You have assigned all the atoms oxidation number. Now step 2, which atom shows change in oxidation number? So check potassium, here plus 2, here also plus 2. So there is no change in chromium, here plus 12. So that means 1 chromium, it will be plus 6. Here 1 chromium, that is plus 3. Now here there is a change in oxidation number for chromium. Second step, you have to identify which atom shows change in oxidation number. Then oxygen, there is no change, minus 14. Then here also, so here minus 2, here also minus 2. So there is no change in oxidation number. Potassium plus 1, here also plus 1 because one atom shows plus 1, here one atom shows plus 1. So there is no change in oxidation number. Now see this I minus, here minus 1, here 0. So here change in oxidation number is there. Okay. So here minus 1, here 0. So oxidation number is increased. Here chromium it is decreased. Then check other sulfur, there is no change. Hydrogen, there is no change. Clear? So we have identified. So what are the atoms shows change in oxidation number? One is chromium, another one is iodine. So now step 2 is over. Step 1 we have assigned oxidation number. Step 2 we have identified which atom shows oxidation number. Third step we are going to balance the atom shows change in oxidation number. Okay. So now in step 3 you have to balance the atom shows change in oxidation number. So only chromium, what is the oxidation number here? It was showing that is plus 3, sorry. So chromium here it was plus 6 and here it was plus 3. Iodine here minus 1, here 0. Okay. So you have to identify for single atom. We identified for single atom. This is plus 6 and this is plus 3. Here minus 1, here 0. So now you have to balance only chromium and iodine in the equation. So here 2 chromium, K2 Cr2O7 plus Ki plus H2SO4 gives K2SO4 plus Cr2SO4 thrice plus I2 plus H2O. Here chromium 2 atoms, here also chromium 2 atoms. So chromium is balanced. Now iodine, here only 1, here 2 iodine atoms are here. So put 2 here. Now iodine is 2. So now equation is balanced. Clear? Now in step 4 what we did? In step 4 you have to check the total change in oxidation number. Total change for chromium, that is here chromium is plus 6. Here 2 chromium is there, 2 into plus 6 equal plus 12. Then this side, that is plus 3 into 2, you get plus 6. Okay. Now for iodine, here 1 iodine, that is minus 1. Now 2 iodine atoms are here. So 2 into minus 1 it is minus 2. Here 0. So 1 iodine, it is 0. So 2 iodine atom, when it becomes 0, 0. Clear? Now difference. Find the difference in oxidation number. That is for chromium plus 12 to plus 66 and iodine, that is minus 2 to 0. So difference is plus 6, difference is minus 6 and here difference is plus 2. Clear? Hope you understood this step. You have to see in the step 1 what you did, you have calculated for single atom. After balancing in step 3, after balancing that particular atom, you will get some more numbers of the atoms. So that number only you have to use to multiply here. Okay. So 2 chromium atom, for 1 chromium atom plus 6. So total 2 into 6 plus 12. Also iodine, here 2 iodine is here. We have calculated for 1 iodine, it was minus 1. So 2 into minus 1 equal to minus 2. Likewise here chromium, 2 chromium atom. So for 1 chromium, that is plus 3. So total plus 6. Iodine, 2 iodine is here. For 1 iodine it is 0. So it will be 0. Now find the difference. That is the final change in oxidation numbers. Clear? Now you have to use some appropriate numbers. Multiply some numbers to make change in oxidation number equal. See, in the examination you no need to write this difference and total change, everything, multiply these numbers. So do step by step the balancing, that's enough. Okay, you no need to show this and all. Okay, next one. So how to make it balance? So we are going to multiply some numbers. For chromium, that is -6, and for iron, that is +2. How can you make it equal? Here I am going to make -6, here I am going to make +6. So I am multiplying by 1, here by 3. Okay, so now this is the number you have to use to multiply in the equation. So for chromium, that is 1, and iodine, that is 3. Use these numbers to multiply in the balanced equation. So take this equation K2 Cr2 O7 plus 2Ki plus H2SO4 gives K2SO4 plus Cr2SO4 thrice plus I2 plus H2O. Now wherever chromium comes, use 1, and wherever iodine comes, use 3. So now I am multiplying here. Chromium only 1, so no problem here. Then when iodine comes, use 3. So here 6Ki, clear? 6Ki. Then chromium only 1 here. Then here 3I. Now check, chromium and iodine is balanced in this equation according to this number. Okay, so now we have balanced chromium and iodine. Now balance atoms other than. So balance other than oxygen and hydrogen. So what are the other atoms? Potassium is here, then sulfur is here. That's all. Potassium and sulfur you have to balance. So potassium equal to 2, then here potassium 2, and sulfur, that is only 1 here, then here sulfur 1 plus 3, so total 4 sulfur. Okay, so potassium is already balanced. So for sulfur, here 4 sulfur, so I am going to add here 4 here. So now sulfur is also balanced. Now balance oxygen and hydrogen. So oxygen 7 here, 7 plus 4 into 4, 16. Then hydrogen, that is 8 hydrogen is here. Now this side you check, oxygen 4 plus 12 plus 1, that is 17. Then hydrogen only 2. So I am going to write here 4. Okay, so now 8 hydrogen is there. Here also 8 hydrogen. So hydrogen is balanced. Now oxygen, it will come 4. So total after putting 4 here, so 4, 16, 20. Here 20 comes. Now check here, so one small correction. Here potassium 2, here plus 6. 8 potassium is here, okay? 8 potassium. Then here only 2 potassium. So I am going to add here 4. Now 8 potassium. Okay? So 8 potassium. Now check this one. How much? 4 into 4, 16. Oxygen equal to 16 plus 12 plus 4. Okay, how much? 20 plus 2, 32. 20 plus 12, 32. Okay, now here only 13 is remaining. 4 plus 7, 13. You have to make it how much? 32 here. Then only this equation will be balanced. So my dear students, I will do the balance once again. So here we have balanced uh, iodine and chromium already balanced here. So the remaining other than oxygen, so other than oxygen and hydrogen, we are going to balance here. So wherever chromium we already put 1 here, iodine already 3 here, so we are going to put 3 here. So first potassium Cr2O7 plus, here you have to use 3 for iodine, so 6 Ki plus H2SO4 gives K2SO4 plus Cr2SO4 thrice plus 3 I2 plus H2O. Clear? Up to here I think you understood. Now you are going to balance other than oxygen and hydrogen. Other than oxygen and hydrogen, potassium is here. How many K is there? Here 2 potassium. Then here also 6 potassium. So total 8 potassium is here. Now sulfur, that is 1 sulfur this side, okay, potassium this side 2 only, and sulfur, that is 1 plus 3, so total 4 sulfur. Okay, so K2 Cr2O7, here potassium 2, then 6K potassium, so here 8 potassium is here, then here only 2 potassium is here. To make 8 potassium here, I am going to put 4 here. Okay, so now after putting 4 here, so it will become 8. Clear? So now come to the sulfur. Sulfur, that is here 1 sulfur, here 4 plus 3, total 7 sulfur. Okay, so this side we have to make 7 sulfur, so I am going to make 7 here, so it will become 7. So sulfur is balanced now. Clear? Sulfur is balanced. So first for potassium, here 8, so here also we made 8. How? Here by putting 4. Now after putting 4 here, this side only 1 sulfur, this side 4 plus 3, 7 sulfur. Okay, so that I am putting here 7 here. Now sulfur is balanced. Okay, sulfur and potassium is balanced on both sides. Now balance oxygen and hydrogen. Okay, now I am writing the equation again. K2 Cr2O7 plus 6 Ki plus 7 H2SO4 gives 4 K2SO4 plus Cr2SO4 3 plus 3 I2 plus H2O. Okay, now check oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen is 7 plus 7 into 4, 28. Hydrogen here 14. Then check this side, oxygen 16 plus 12 plus 1. Okay, now total 35 is here. Now to make 14 hydrogen this side, hydrogen only 2 here, so I am going to add here 7 here. Here 7, so now after putting 7 here, it will become 14. Okay, now oxygen also here it will change to 7. Okay, now check 14 is balanced. Now here equal 35. Oxygen is also balanced. Clear? So oxygen is balanced, hydrogen is balanced, and this side also oxygen and hydrogen is balanced. Now check everything balanced or not. Check everything. That is the final step. Clear? So potassium is balanced, chromium is balanced, oxygen Here also chromium, oxygen, everything is balanced. Okay, hope you understood today's lesson. So you work out for other questions like 44 2, book back question 44 2, 3 and 4. You make it as the homework. Then if you have any doubt, you can contact me. I will explain. Okay students, so thank you very much.